Good morning, this is Keloland on the Go. With all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
2 days after 37-year-old Alex Preddy was shot and killed by a federal agent in Minneapolis, Minnesota leaders and federal government officials remain at odds over who's responsible for the shooting.
Republican Representative Dusty Johnson said in a social media post that politicians, protesters, and law enforcement have an obligation to de-escalate the situation and that it demands a thorough investigation.
During an interview with Keloland News on Saturday, South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley said that transparency is a key to calming the situation, and he hopes Minnesota and federal law enforcement agencies can work together to investigate the shooting.
Sunday in Sioux Falls, over 250 people lined a street to hold a vigil for Preddy. The event was organized in less than 24 hours. Clergy members also came to the event to pray and speak about the shooting in Minneapolis.
We've had several faith leaders and clergy members attend today. We're going to gather and have a moment. It's a secular event. This isn't intended to be a religious event, but we also know that gathering in meditation and prayer is a way to bring some comfort and stability so we can continue to speak out.
People at the rally held signs in memory of Preddy.
Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem is calling him a domestic terrorist and claims Preddy approached federal agents with a handgun, and when they tried to disarm him, he reacted violently.
Preddy says that comment is a, quote, sickening lie.
South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley says one of his top legislative priorities this session is cracking down on drugs in state prisons. 8 inmates have died from overdoses while serving time. Several people have already been charged, and Jackley says more arrests will be announced today.
On Monday, I'll be announcing a 4th set of charges. The charges range from state employees to private citizens or other inmates bringing the drugs in. I think that has to stop.
Jackley says his prison bill will deter people from bringing in drugs into the state pen and hold people more accountable if they do.
There was a lot of interest in the data center being proposed for Sioux Falls. Dozens of people turned out for a roundtable discussion on the proposal.
State Senator and Sioux Falls mayoral candidate Jamie Smith says he doesn't think big companies should get tax breaks to move in.
If homegrown Sioux Falls businesses have to play by the rules, so should data center developers, is my feeling.
People attending the meeting expressed concern about the amount of power and water the data center would use.
A group called Let Sioux Falls Vote was at the meeting asking people to sign a petition to put the rezoning of the data center land to a public vote.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Perry. Good morning, everybody. We are looking at a warmer day today, though we'll come with some wind coming in from the southwest to start, eventually changing to the northwest. That will help us cool again for tomorrow. Still below average in the east, but temperatures are a little bit warmer than what they have been. Numbers in the teens and 20s in eastern Keloland, 30s in central South Dakota, and 40-degree weather in western Keloland with that strong northwest wind in Rapid City, 20 to 35 miles per hour. Brian will have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. South Dakota's tourism industry ended 2025 in record-setting fashion.
An estimated 15 million people visited South Dakota last year. That's a 0.4% increase from the year before.
59,000 South Dakota jobs are related to the tourism industry, generating $2.3 billion in household income.
That's income that's helping to pay for mortgages, and it's paying for groceries, and it's paying for automobiles and paying bills and things like that.
Visitors spent an estimated $5.2 billion. Food and drink topped the list, accounting for almost a quarter of all visitor spending in 2025.
To the boxing ring, local fighter Deontay Sleepwalker is getting ready for the Sioux Falls Boxing Classic, which will be Thursday at the district.
The welterweight champion puts his 21-1 record on the line against the number 3 super welterweight out of Slovakia.
It's no joke fighting the number 3 fighter out of a country. So he's really skilled. He's really dangerous, but so am I. I put the work in. He put the work in. We're going to go at it.
Walker is set to fight this Thursday night. You can see the entire interview with him this week on Sports Zone All Access.
Following a weekend of below zero temperatures, skiers out at Great Bear on Sunday welcomed temperatures in the single digits.
But even though the sun was out, people still took breaks in the lodge and made sure to have plenty of layers on.
I wear a warm shirt, like a sweatshirt, and then I just wear my snow pants with like warm pants, and then I just skated off.
Isabella was at Great Bear on Saturday with her family and says she likes to go inside and have hot cocoa when she needs to warm up.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens.
All right, needing some hot cocoa, I think, this morning. That'll go well all week, I think, as temperatures are still below normal here most of the days coming up. We've got a cold weather advisory. We've been running wind chills in the minus 30s at times in eastern KELOLAND. We're looking at your Futurecast update today. Basically, bottom line is we've got those negative numbers. We're running here as low as 15, below zero. Brookings this morning, even a little colder for the overnight low. But good news, the numbers are going up as we go throughout the day part forecast. We'll land probably about 43 for high in Rapid City. That's a remarkable change from the morning low. Sioux Falls, 22 is our forecast high. We're also thinking that same range around Aberdeen. Watertown may not be quite as strong, or warm that is, but the winds are strong. And that's also a factor today. We're not going to get the full effect of these warmer numbers just because the air is circulating and moving around quite a bit more. Forecast tonight, we're going to bottom out near zero in Sioux Falls. We'll see some sub-zero readings probably in the northeast. And then tomorrow, basically here a little cooler on average. Rapid will hold in the 30s. Sioux Falls, we're going to tone back the high here probably in the mid-teens. And then we'll see if we land a little colder at the end of the week. I do think there's probably room for this forecast to drop by Friday. And even in between now and then, too, there could be a little snow this week. Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Most of that's West River, but just a little something else to add to the forecast. But we've got time here to kind of watch the cold here Thursday night and Friday. Otherwise, today we'll take it. We've got 22 Sioux Falls, 29 the high in Mitchell, and 43 there in Rapid City. But the winds, too, northwest 20 to 35. Outlook on the 7-day. Again, nothing terribly cold on most of the days. Friday is the one day where I feel we're probably going to have to lower that number. But we'll kind of head out of that getting into the weekend. And then that's going to put us on a new path toward warmer weather into early February. We're getting some really good signals that after day 7, we're going to climb. Okay, so just keep that in mind as you watch the 7-day. Now, Aberdeen, most of the week is in the teens. Again, Friday could be reduced there. Several of the overnight lows are below zero, and considering normal low is 1, we shouldn't be too surprised at that. Minimal chances of snow. Pier also looking about that same direction here, except the daytime highs are a little warmer, and the nighttime lows a little bit warmer as well. And then I'll point out day 7, because Rapid City, our day 7, ooh, look at that, 52 degrees. I think we can see what's coming here in the long-range pictures. So get set for a little snow, though, too, Wednesday night, early Thursday. We'll be adding that to the forecast. More coverage online at KELOLAND.com.